Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk to you about convenient foods, why I buy them, are they worth the money, how do I use them, and just what I have to say about it. So come along with me and let's talk about it. So I am working the later shift at work today, and I needed to get some lunch for both the family and for me to take with me to work. I'm kind of working this weird shift, and this is a perfect example of why convenient food for me works. So if you're new to my channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Lynn Wilson. I am a full-time working woman, and I have a husband who is on disability. My youngest son is on disability, and obviously they're both at home with me. And so I go and I work full-time. We are on a smaller, lower income. I wouldn't say we're low income, but we're a budget income. How does that sound? We are a budget income. I do not make a lot of money. I thrift. I pick up things on the side of the road, and that's how we furnish our home. And I live on an extreme budget when it comes to meals. I shop at discount grocery stores. I shop the sales. We trade food with friends and family that bought too much of one item. I have two of these. I'll swap you out for this. We've been doing that since 2020, and that's worked great. So I wanted to show you a couple of items that I like to get that I would classify as convenient foods. And I know there is a huge trend right now, and I have a whole video coming out about that, of eating, you know, from scratch, homemade, homegrown. Listen, all of that is absolutely fantastic. If you can do that, that is the best route to go. But some of us cannot do that because of location. You might live in an apartment in a city and you cannot have a garden. You just might not be physically able to do certain things. Maybe you can't afford it. Getting organic is great, but I cannot afford organic. Not all the time. Listen, it is what it is. So if you can relate to that, I want to show you some of the things I like to get. So today I'm using these frozen tortellinis from Walmart. I have to say these are not my favorite. I prefer the shelf-stable tortellini from Aldi. I like them. I actually freeze them even though they're shelf-stable because I never know when I'm going to use them. But these are ready in 3 minutes. So I'm going to bring you over to my crock pot and show you what I have in there. And that's what's going to be for lunch and probably leftovers for lunch tomorrow. But 3-minute tortellini, I call that convenient. Brown and serve sausage. I know there's, you know, some people say this is great, some people don't. Listen, in my household, this is what I need to do. These are quick. You can microwave them. You can fry them up in the pan in about 2 minutes. And in a quick moment, I can have breakfast on the table for my family with some toast and a fried egg or some grits or oatmeal or something like that, and it will not take me long. When I work full-time, and I've worked usually on an average of 50 to 55 hours a week by the time I get done with all my hours, I don't always, as much as I want to make biscuits from scratch, I just can't. Speaking of biscuits, biscuits right here. See this? In a can. Yes, they're not homemade. Convenient? Absolutely. I got these for $3. $3 is sanity. These were 99 cents. There's breakfast for 3 people. These are leftovers. You can take whatever's left over of this the next day and crush them up in your food processor, make a nice gravy out of it, use the leftover biscuits, and then you've got biscuits and gravy as well. Jarred sauce. I'm not Italian, and I do not know how to make a good, as they call it, gravy, or I would say spaghetti sauce. I'm not good at it. We like this. My favorite is from Thrive Market, but this was $1.99, so we stocked up on that. A quick box of spaghetti and a jar of sauce and a salad on the side. Sometimes there is no salad. Sometimes there's just plain spaghetti and sauce when the funds are tight, and that's for dinner. Canned roast beef. Okay, this I would highly recommend. Whether you are using this as a shelf-stable emergency food, you know, something as a backup, power goes out, you can open this and eat it. Or I like this too, just for the everyday. You can get this at many places, Walmart, Dollar General. I've gotten this at many times at Dollar General. You put this over some egg noodles and some peas and carrots mixed in. It's a great meal. This is already cooked. I love it. It's, I think, $3 or $4, but if you were to buy a roast beef, you know what you'd pay. Yes, this is not a whole roast, and this is not, you know, enough to feed a, you know, gigantic group of people. But for the 3 of us, I can add peas and carrots, make some biscuits over some egg noodles, and I've got a nice, cozy, warm meal. What are some other things that maybe you can buy? Would be the canned chili. I like one, I think it's called Bear Creek, if I have the name right, but it's in a, I don't have any to show you, but it's in a package, like it's dehydrated. And it's in a package, and I'm pretty sure it's Bear Creek, and I know Aldi has their own version of it. You can get soups. They have all kinds of things in that line, but their chili is really, really good. So I like to take that, maybe add some corn to it and rice and doctor it up a little bit. But there are plenty of other things that you can get: cans, bottles, jars, bags of stuff that is quick and convenient, such as a pizza. You can get a pizza at Walmart for like $6 or $7. For me to buy a pizza at a pizza place here in New Jersey, New Jersey has the best pizza, everybody knows that, but we're talking $17 to $20 for a pizza. That is a treat, but if you really wanted something quick and convenient, you could get a frozen pizza, even $5 sometimes for the smaller, different off brands. Put those in your freezer and have it as a quick lunch or dinner. Again, add a salad to it, do something fun or some fruit, and you can have a quick and easy meal. Convenient foods are not always the healthiest for you. I'm sure there is salt in this, and people are going to say, well, and I'm sure with something like this, you're going to go, well, and you know, something like this, you can say, well, you can make it a whole lot cheaper if you made it homemade. I know you could, and it probably tastes better, but I, for many reasons, can't do what other people do. So because of that, quick, convenient food is one of my family's friends. And in our home, we have to do it the Wilson way. When we have disabilities in our home and inconveniences and things like that, you have to roll with it. You have to do what's best for your family, what's best for you. I am the breadwinner of the family. Like I said, I don't make a lot of money. So when I can get $1.99 and I can get 99 cents, and these were $3 each, those things to me are good staples to have in my home, in my fridge, in my freezer, and in my pantry for when I just can't do it. And I can make a meal for even, say, $6 or less, where to go out and get us 3 dinners from the local restaurant. You're looking at $60+ for 3 meals. They're probably on the average of $19.95 a meal. So $6 versus $60 when you're on a low budget, small budget income, or you're just trying to make ends meet. Prices are going up. We are going to be reorganizing my pantry. I'm going to have a video on that. I'm completely rethinking how I'm doing things in the house. I've hit a major bump in the road in a lot of things in my life, and it has just caused me to have to stop, take a deep breath, and regroup and reorganize. And one of those things is going to be how we eat, what we eat, how I store food, how much of a stockpile am I going to now have with the prices the way they are. Do I stockpile now because prices are going up? Do I panic? No, I'm not panicking, but I am having to rethink what I'm doing. But convenient food will still continue to be in my pantry for the sole reason of it's convenient. Convenient food is more expensive than homemade and from scratch, but it's still cheaper than going out and buying at the store. So sometimes you need, do you want to say semi-convenient? You need convenient foods in your own pantry and your fridge and your freezer, so you do not have to go out and spend triple, quadruple the money. So that's what I have to say about that. Leave a comment below on what you think about convenient food. Let me just run you into my kitchen real quick. I'm going to show you a quick and easy meal that you can make. I wouldn't say quick. It could be quick. It could be as quick as you want depending on how you cook it. But it's a filling meal. It's a delicious meal. And if you're a family of 1 or 2, you're definitely going to have leftovers for probably 2 or 3 meals. We're a family of 3, so this is probably going to do us for 2 meals. So come with me in my kitchen and then we'll wrap up this video. I just want to show you here. I made some, let me, shaking the camera here. I made some blueberry, they don't look very good here, but they were delicious, blueberry sausages for breakfast. And then I made a whole bunch of waffles in our little waffle maker. These are the same as if you were to get an Eggo waffle. So these can go right in the toaster or toaster oven, which is what we're gonna do, or even your air fryer. But I have a few left over, like 5 or 6 left over. They're going to go in our freezer, and then we have our own homemade Eggo waffles. And then we can also warm these up or make a gravy out of them. So we're gonna be taking this tortellini. I'm gonna cook this up in 3 minutes. And I have my trusty crock pot here. This is a new one to me. I paid $4 for this at a local thrift store. And I don't even know what size this is. It's not very big, but it's perfect for my family of 3. So what do I have in here? Let me get a spurtle and stir this up. All right, this is what it is. This is going to be, the tortellinis are going to be put right into this. So what is this? Very simple. If you saw my video that I did on my favorite sausage from Aldi, I fried that up, put that in the crock pot. To that, I added 1 can of fire roasted tomatoes. I like the one from Thrive Market, not a sponsored, just a opinion. And what I did is I took my blender and I tried to chop up the fire roasted tomatoes. My son doesn't like feeling chunks of things, so I tried to puree that. And then to that, mix that all in here. I added a half a can of tomato sauce, or half a jar of tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce. And then I added a block of cream cheese. And I put it on high. I put that on 9 o'clock this morning. It is now 12:12 in the afternoon. It is melted. It's a rich and delicious and tasteful creamy sauce. I'll show you what it looks like when I add the tortellini and then plate it up. All right, so here we go. Just gonna mix the tortellinis in here. They were ready. I do 2.5 minutes. I like them a little bit more al dente, but there you go. That's what it's gonna look like. So delicious. This is a big pot for us for lunch today and lunch tomorrow. Okay, we have one for my son. I packed my lunch to take with me to go. One for my husband. We have plenty left in the pot. And there you have it. A quick, fairly quick, easy lunch. You do not have to do this in the slow cooker. You could have put everything in like a frying pan, just put a lid on it, let it melt down. It could have been quicker. The crock pot just was easier for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you all on the next video.